Travelodge story? Do you have one?
I got several.
I know you have several. Do you have one that you can share that's funny off the top of your head? You don't have to name names. You can call them Larry, Moe, and Curly if you want, not to put anybody in an awkward spot. You got to have one that you could tell.
Oh, man.
Because I got a million of them.
Besides me getting so drunk, here it is. I was, a small kid from Brooklyn, never really did anything, never.
A small kid from Brooklyn?
Small kid from Brooklyn. I wasn't big.
I don't put Devon Dudley and small in the same category, but okay.
I didn't start gaining weight until really after my 4th or 5th year in wrestling. And then when I got to ECW, because that's when I started taking training seriously. I should have took it seriously back when I was starting, but I didn't. I was just trying to learn how to wrestle.
Right. So tell me the story. You got so drunk. Where were we? Were we somewhere?
We were at the Travelodge, and we were at that bar downstairs. And I just remember not ever going out drinking like that ever. And I had to get carried out of the bar up to my room. At least I thought it was my room. Somebody put me in somebody else's room. So I pass out. I wake up, and this guy goes, "Hey, Devon." I go, "What the fuck?" I go, "Hey," I go, "Who the hell are you? And why are you in my room?" He goes, "Devon, you're in my room." I was like, "Who the hell are you?" It was some fan.
That was a rib.
I was like, "You've been sitting here watching me sleep?" He goes, "I didn't want to wake you."
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Who brought you up there? Did you ever find out?
No, I don't, because I passed out.
I wonder, because it's funny, because we were talking about this at dinner in Florida, and Devon was like, "Man," he goes, "when I came to ECW the first time," he goes, "I was scared." He goes, "I didn't do any of the stuff y'all were doing." I go, "I didn't do it either." And I still didn't do it we drank, but we weren't part of the drug crowd.
Yeah,
our partying was going to the bar and having a couple cocktails and stuff, but we weren't there snorting cocaine or doing lines off a stripper. I mean, I wasn't anyway. I don't know. I can't speak for you.
I didn't know anything about pills, nothing.
Right.
I knew nothing about that.
Yeah, and he was so cute. He's like, "Oh my God," he goes, I looked around and I was just so scared. And I was like, yeah, but after a while, it just becomes like the norm. And, we were all friends, but everybody had the cliques that they hung out with. If you didn't do drugs, you didn't hang out with the drug people. But once we were in the locker room, we all hung out together.
I mean, it was great. It was really cool. Like, for instance, some kid came over and looked at Sandman and said, "Is he all right?" And I was like, "Well," I said, "No, he's just drunk. He's probably sleeping." The guy goes, "He's on next." I said, "Yeah, don't worry about it. As soon as his music hits, somebody will tap him, he'll get right up."
You know what's great? Yeah, and that's what's great about it. Do you remember the night that Tammy started the fight with the Mummers? You had to have been there. You had to have been in it. She went outside in the back in the parking lot, out the back door. Remember the Mummers were on top of where we were, on top of the arena? And she said something to one of the Mummers, and I think one of the Mummers called her a slut or something, and she caused a riot that night. And I swear you and Bubba were there, and everybody ran out the door and started fighting the Mummers.
No, I don't think I was there.
I swear you were there.
Those pesky Mummers.
If you gave me a year, because remember, we left in 99.
I don't know what the year was. I swear you were in there. New Jack was like shanking people probably. Like, it was a mess. But there were 3 people who didn't go outside. Me, Shane Douglas, and Hack, Sandman. And Sandman stayed. He was doing lines of coke while everybody was like fighting. And me and Shane were looking out the window watching the fight. But everybody, because Tammy started this fight, and I swore you were in it.
Yeah,
I swore you guys were in it.
I don't think we were there for that one.
Okay, I'm going to have to ask Bubba if he remembers that, because I vividly do. And the whole locker room poured out, and just everybody was fighting in the parking lot.
Yeah, I don't remember ever getting into a fight at the ECW arena. Other places I remember getting into fights, like Staten Island or, Lost Battalion Hall in Queens. But I don't remember getting a fight at the ECW arena with fans.
the fights that you got in, was it because of the promos that you and Bubba, dictated? Because some of those were really.
Yeah, the one in Staten Island was really raunchy and bad, and if you could believe it, it even beat the Heat Wave '99 one, and the one that we're most famous for. And somebody took a swipe at Big Dick Dudley, and why they do that? He jumped the railing and went after the guy, and next thing you know, me and Bubba goes, "Devon, we gotta go. I was like, "Oh shit." And I remember I jumped the railing. I went out to go, but people jumping on us, swinging on us. So Bubba goes, "Devon, F this." He goes, "Assume the position." I was like, "Here we go." We turned to the back. We turned back to back. It started boom, boom. It was like a brawl room fight with freaking Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse.
Oh my God!
Throwing people, that it was freaking phenomenal. And then all of a sudden, the riot cops came with the dogs. And I was like, "All right, stop this shit." I was like, "Go back to the ring."
The riot cops came with the dogs, and the locker room fled because how many people had shit on them?
Oh, once.